Well, adults can now contribute to Trump accounts for kids under 18 years old. The tax-deferred investment accounts opened on Saturday, and children who are eligible can receive a $1,000 deposit to jumpstart their savings.
Winnie Sun is the managing director at Sun Group Wealth Partners. She joins us with some details for parents and guardians this morning. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you both for having me.
All right, so tell us about the Trump accounts and who actually qualifies for them.
Yes, so the Trump account is a long-term investment account designed to help kids start investing early. So eligible kids can receive a $1,000 federal seed contribution if actually they were born in the right months.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more, because I'm sure parents want the specifics on which children qualify.
Absolutely. So first, of course, you got to make sure that you meet the citizenship requirements. And additionally, if your child was born between January 1st of 2025 and maybe all the way until the end of 2028, well, if your child was born between these terms, then actually you get a $1,000 federal seed contribution for meeting the birthday up there at this time.
So can you talk about, is this a little bit of an overhaul of other programs, or is this an addition to programs? I think people sometimes get confused and they hear about the $1,000, but
Right.
is that, how does it all play out?
I see this as an additional or new type of plan. I know a lot of parents know about college savings plans like 529 plans,
Right.
which are really designed for kids to save for future higher education. Now, this I see as kind of a standalone new type of plan that's really designed for kids to start early, for parents to start their children early. You can actually put up to $5,000 per year. That's the cap currently being reported. Contributions actually can come from a whole different kind of sources. This can come from family, of course, but this can also come from your employer. So you can ask about that, some charities, and others might be able to contribute to your plan as well.
Absolutely. And so will this impact financial aid for students later in life for parents who continue contributing to these funds?
So that's the big question. A lot of us financial advisors out there are wondering the same thing. Now, as of this month, there's not total clarity on how this account is going to impact your child's FAFSA form when they apply for things like financial aid consideration when they apply for college. So I would say in this particular case, they're saying that, well, when the child reaches 18, this is going to be treated very much like a traditional IRA. And if that's the case, well, if that's the case, then in most cases, IRAs don't have much of an impact on the FAFSA at all. So that could be a benefit. But until we get complete clarity on that, that's something to sort of keep in mind. And that's something, if you do have a financial advisor, that is something I would definitely discuss with them on a one-on-one basis.
And so who would you consider opening one of these Trump IRA accounts?
Well, if you have a child born, between January 1st of 2025 and December 31st of 2028, that's a no-brainer. You got to do it, right? It's like $1,000 of free federal contribution seed money
Right.
for one of these accounts. Now, if you have children that are younger, that you also want long-term, decades potentially of compounded growth, this, of course, would make a lot of sense. However, I don't think it completely takes over like a college savings plan, which I think is very, very robust, has been around for a very, very long time. You've heard of the 529. Now, there's so many, many states sponsor these types of accounts. I would still use that for college savings. This account does have some limitations, as we know it. Of course, before the age of 18, you really can't take withdrawals from it. So let's say your child does need money for, let's say, private school, whatnot. This wouldn't really make sense. In addition, once they turn 18, it generally transfers and turns into an IRA. Now, a traditional IRA, if it follows that same direction, does have some limitations on how you can use the money. And generally, if you're taking out money before the age of 59 and a half of a traditional IRA, well, there's potentially 10% penalty plus taxes, right? Because this money has been sort of sheltered and growing, compounded. So until we get further clarity on what we can use the money for, and that this is something you're comfortable with, I would say there are other options as well to consider.
Very interesting. Okay, before we let you go, there's also options for working adults. So tell us about that.
Yes. So this is another thing. Like the government is also coming up with a Trump account for adults, designed also for long-term sort of savings for people who are, working or don't have sort of a traditional 401k or 403b type of account at their workplace. So what that is not so much that it's a new type of retirement account, but it's also sort of federal savers match for eligible workers. And what that means is if you're contributing, let's say, $2,000 to this type of an account, then you might be eligible to receive $1,000 savers match from the federal government, which of course is a very big deal if you haven't saved up much yet for retirement.
Okay. Winnie Sun, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, both of you, for having me.
Of